How's it going, fitness hackers? I hope everyone is well and feel energized. Most importantly, these are my top 5 sustainable habits that I built over lockdown. Let's get it. Right, so my first sustainable habit was getting my steps in early. I remember the beginning of the lockdown, how much of a struggle it was in terms of it being so comfortable to just have that time of where you could just like lay in bed, laze around. And it's then when I realized, wow, you know what, you were doing this previous, and this when it kicked into me was to say, get your steps in early. Getting steps in is probably the most underrated thing, and people don't realize how good it makes you feel. I tell you now, it have made the biggest difference to my day in general. It made me feel less anxious about how my day went. It made me feel more prepared about when things didn't say go right. And not only that, it put me in such a better mood for the rest of the day. Just getting my steps in, not only physically, but mentally made me feel better. But you never know what you find along the way. You never know where the steps can take you. Right, my second sustainable habit, practicing gratitude and affirmation. They cost completely nothing. Now, this is something I was doing along my walks. Now, you can do this anywhere, in fact. Talking nicer to yourself is not a weird thing to do. You know, in fact, it probably makes you feel a lot more better than speaking badly to yourself. It's so easy for us to fall into these habits where you put so much unnecessary pressure on yourself. And why not just put less pressure on yourself and be nicer to yourself? Not only that, practice gratitude, be thankful, be literally thankful for the stuff that you have, be true to it. Right, my third sustainable habit, planning and prepping. The two of the things of which people don't tend to do nowadays. People kind of go with the flow, which is fair enough, but every day is not always the same, and some days are more important than others. Say for instance, you got a job interview, you got to plan and prep. You know, if you don't do that beforehand, you're gonna feel a lot more pressure on yourself. Now, I put my hands up. I'm not always good at this. However, when I have done, it makes a real difference. Now, with the way things are going at the moment, especially when I'm juggling so much at once, planning and prepping is very vital. Write it in a book or write it in a diary. Whatever it may be, these make a serious difference to the way things can have on your day and the outlook of it. My fourth habit, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. Now, this might sound strange to you as to why that would be a habit. However, a lot of us get ourselves in a habit of just feeling comfortable. Now, some of the stuff in life that you're most uncomfortable at may benefit you. Say, for instance, not exercising. Now, it might be uncomfortable at the start. However, once you get in this habit of doing so, whether that might be in your house, whether that might be in a park, and whether you might build the confidence of getting yourself into the gym, these are starter habits that you want to start making. Don't always start big, try and start small. Last but not least, checking up on loved ones. Now, this is probably the most important. Whether that may be friends, whether that may be family, it's important to just keep in check with everyone. You never know who might need it. So, let's get it.